I think I've gone live with no. Oh, hi, Fifth. I've gone live with no title, I don't think. I don't even know what I was doing then. Hang on a minute. Oh, she's messed it up again. Where am I? Hi, it was just a little chat. Why have I done that? It was just a little coffee chat before I do. Hang on, I'm just looking for. Hi, Mark. Hi, Five Flames, JP, Fifth World. I was just having a little. Well, it's not coffee. Green tea I'm drinking, but before I put tea on, because it's just like sharing a thought with you or things I was looking at when I went out today to get some new paintbrushes. The cheap ones, but I can't get used to where this camera is. Some longer paintbrushes because mine are quite short, and some bristleboard. I'm just listening. Bristleboard painting on. So I wanted to do this picture out of my book when I'm just, doodling at this one. See if I can get it to the camera. This one. So I want to do turn it into a painting, which I did sort of show before on I can't get used to this camera. I really cannot get used to the camera. I don't like it. Back to front. Doing it on a bigger version. When I was walking there, but before I go into this little thought, I'm sat here before trying to get on thinking I'll just have a quick brew and a chat, and because I've got a bit of a muggy head today, so hopefully I'll get rid of it. I don't take tablets and stuff to get rid of headaches. I think it's because I didn't get much sleep. That's what it was, I think. And I'm looking at the camera and I'm thinking, look at that pretty telescope. Oh yeah, that's thank you to Dave Maud, that way. So yeah, I've got to get used to using it. Thank you. You inspired me. I ordered tarot cards and bought quite a few. Yay! And I'm looking at the camera and it wasn't on, and I'm thinking, right, this is set up. Hi, Kathleen. This is set up. Why is the camera not on? And I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, a minute, this isn't my camera. I think my son has stolen my new camera. So, hi, Mikey. So I go upstairs and I'm like, his bedroom. He does a lot of gaming and he streams live. And I thought, that looks like my new camera. Same camera. Slightly different, same make. So I go in and he's lied to me 3 times saying, no, it's not yours. I said, I think it is, because this one's a bit mucky. Mine was brand new. So he ended up giving me back and he's like, well, it doesn't matter, it's the same camera. I said, no, not the same camera, because this one's brand spanking new, yours isn't. So obviously mine's better than his. Came downstairs in the middle of the night and stole it and was using it and thought Mummy wouldn't notice. Oh, I noticed, all right. I noticed a lot. So I've got my camera back. So my son's after robbing my camera. Robbed it. Got to keep an eye out now. What you doing here, I never put you. Never put me on, I don't know. Strange things happening on YouTube. So, hi, King. So I was just having a brew and thought I just wanted to come and share some thoughts with, Dolly. Have the same yeah, it's because he knows more about me than tech and all that. He knows it's a good camera. It's the same make, but obviously mine's new. So, oh, that makes it so tough, many. He drives me insane anyway. My oldest one, not my youngest one. My one who's 20. So nicking his mother's camera, giving me the crappy one. I'm like, no. So I'm walking to the craft place today to get some paintbrushes, and because I'm thinking a lot of things about rebirth and, you know, a new world or new consciousness or a new way of thinking, or, you know, all this stuff, which really is all the stuff about balance, basically. Like I keep saying, my 13-year-old knows more than me. Yeah, he knows more than me about tech, but I knew that he took that camera, you know, and all this stuff that we're all sort of, you know, conscious collective is talking about, you know, all the same thing. People like to call it different names, but just thinking about, you know, Mother Nature, Gaia, whatever you want to call it, and how beautiful she is. Because as I was walking there was these beautiful blossom trees and they were so gorgeous, and it's been a nice day today, obviously, so I'm looking about at things, you know, not thinking particularly about stuff, just looking at nature. And I'll show you some pictures in a minute, not that I took, and I come across this old building, and the picture that I'm going to show you now isn't an old building, but you'll probably get what I mean, so just let me transition this. So this is an old building. The building that I saw didn't look like this. It was an old building that I think was on fire once, and they've never done anything with it. And I'm looking at the walls and everywhere, and I'm thinking, do you know what? New life can just sprout up anywhere, because I'll show you some more pictures in a minute, because let me getting a cold as well. New life can sprout up anywhere, because this old building, on the walls and everywhere, there was just moss and things were growing. And if you notice, if a dilapidated, is that the right word, building, if you leave a building alone, new life will grow on it, like moss, and trees start sprouting out and everything. And it's like amazing, really, because, you know, some buildings just actually look beautiful like this when they're old, but because they're covered in new life and growth, yeah, I could renovate that. Exactly, it's beautiful anyway. But do you know what I mean? It looks more beautiful with nature growing around it. It looks like ancient ruins, you know, because new life is taking over it, and, you know, it can sprout up from anywhere and actually makes it look more beautiful. So yeah, I was just thinking about that today, and I'll just show you some more pictures. So we've got that was that one, then there's this one. I mean, these are the ideas they're saying now. If we had, you know, a new world coming in, people can start planting things. You know, I think I said the other week, where they are doing buildings where you can grow plants on buildings, and even in flats and apartments and stuff, so it's more greener and it doesn't look so concrete, because concrete's ugly. And the other one, distracted by the pictures, so I'll just go through them quickly. There's only 4, and here's one of the sort of like apartment ones. How beautiful is that? All plants, and it just looks so green, so everywhere would look like a utopia, or whatever the word is. It just look gorgeous. It can be grown everywhere. There's picture 4. So this was just another old building. Obviously, that's not as pretty as that one, but it's just, you know, where old remains of buildings are, new growth can grow. And I just think it's beautiful, and it's a bit like let me come back to you. It's a bit like oh, Dolly, there's a CIA document connecting Easter Island to Mew. Where's that? I think here in a bit, the perfect video. It's amazing. Oh, that'd be interesting. Mew. Yes. And that was just the thought I was having, because what did I write down? I wrote yeah, plants growing on buildings, always life and new growth in places, you know, in the dark. There's always life. Life can start again when old things come down. Like there's a bit of an old regime coming down at the minute, a bit of a old ways, and, you know, out of something old, a new life can begin, you know, because this is, you know, people are getting in fear about, oh, the old guard's coming down, and, you know, it's going to be this, that and the other. Well, in the end, I believe it's going to be better. It's going to be better when people come to a consciousness of wanting good for not only us and things, Gaia, all working in balance with each other. Like I said, you can have buildings like that, but why not have buildings where you can grow plants and make everything look greener, fresher, cleaner, inviting, you know, animals and insects and all sorts of different things. I'm going to upload another Tommy Live from. Yeah, I need to check on that. I've not been checking. Crazy how trees, plants still grow around nuclear meltdowns. Yeah, because I think they can sort of, what would you say, neutralize and absorb maybe negative bad stuff and make it into good, if you get what I'm saying. Maybe that's to do with frequencies as well. But yeah, that's what I mean. You can get lots of areas where there's been that sort of stuff going on, dilapidated buildings, you know, from war. But when they're left, I see a lot of buildings, few buildings around my area where they're like old pubs or old buildings that have been shut down. They're not doing anything with it, but then life starts to grow again. And it's a bit of a shame because they're letting the building go, but life start, you know, things are seeded there, things start to grow again. So it will always go on. Like if the world blew up tomorrow, we were all eradicated off the earth, life would go on with Gaia. It would. But we're not going to be eradicated off the earth, people. Some people are, in a sense, but not, you know, high beings of love people, because that's what we are. You soon, if you sort of get what I'm saying. So people shouldn't be afraid that there'll be new starts coming because they're in fear of the old going. Because like I've said before, you can go to a new job, you can be in a job and been there years, and you're so used to the people there, even if you like them or not. You're so used to the boss there, even if you like them or not. It's so used to it. And when you go to a new job, you're in a little bit of fear because you're like, will I like these people? Will the boss be nice? And you're in fear of something, Gaia. Yeah, you're in fear of something new. Once you've been there a while, you settle in and it's like you've always been there. Or the opposite way around, you get new people coming to your job, you're like, we're going to like these people, you know, what sort of, you know, or a new boss comes in, same sort of thing. We've just got to embrace the new that will be coming in. You know, if you're on the wavelength it's negative, then maybe that's your reality. I'm not in that that reality of thinking negative. There's always a silver lining. The old stuff has to be brought down because it's been there for a very long time, like I've said. So yes, it is scary in a sense because it's always been there, that system. There's many systems, many layers of systems, but these systems are coming out for people to see. Mary and Mew and Atlantis, New Jerusalem all coming together with us. Yeah, that's why people get triggered about the whole Jerusalem thing in Israel and Trump and all that. They're not understanding what's going on. Also, I need you to go and check out a new song called Channel that's put a song out. It's brilliant. Let's see if I can find it. Called The Great Awakening. The song's called The Great Awakening. It's by Anon 1111. Looks like this. But I hope you won't mind me playing it.
Sleeping people, wake up right now. It's time to chase the truth before it's too late. Wake up, sleeping children. I know just how you feel. Who do you trust? Are you sure you know what's real? You have eyes to see and ears to hear.
The pace. Divided with fall. Wake up, QAnon. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Ooh. Right now, I'm right into the darkness. Too late. Up, people. Things right. To love. Ways and wings. Deceived. The call did withstand, divided we fall. And in the light,
We are strong.
stand tall. Where we go on, we go on. I love that bit, listen. It's up, hear the call. We stand, divided we fall. And in the light, together we are strong. Stand up, stand tall. Where we go on, I can't sing that bit. Where we go on, we go, hang on. We fall, stand in the light, together we are strong. Stand up, stand tall. Where we go on, we go on. Freedom tonight. You wake up, wake up, wake up. You. So I'm bigging that up. I've played it, but I'm bigging it up and I'm telling you what channel that was on. Don't know if that guy's made it. Whoever's made it is fabulous. So that was go over there, watch it, thumbs up. That was called The Great Awakening. Anon 1111, Great Awakening. And it looks like this, as I said. It could be done by someone else, but they've put the channel out, and I hope they shouldn't mind because it's the Great Awakening. It's all to be shared. Absolutely brilliant. My dad sent me that before. I was like, yes. What did you think about that? United we stand, divided we fall. Wake up, you. Bigging up. I did say bigging up. Bigging up. I'm bigging up. I did. Bang some Spice Girls on Viva Forever. No, you're alright. I've been listening to Michael Jackson. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Actually, there's something in that. Can you feel it? I'm going to find it now. I'm going to read it out. The words. Damn, it got cold. Yes, it did get cold. I'm a bit chilly. There it is. I'm going to find it now. Who's my guy? What are you saying? You need a taxi or what are you saying? Right, Michael Jackson. So it's Can You Feel It, Can You Feel It? Remember this song? But there's something in here I like. Do you know that the overprotected child and biased and on the fence got completely deleted? And I feel it. Really? Well, I'm going to talk about it now. But I'm reading it out. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Yes, it's all right. My message to you. Oh, I can't remember. But how does the tune go now? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All the colours of the world should be. Oh, it's moved. Should be. All the colours of the world should be loving each other wholeheartedly. And I can't remember the tune because I've not got it on. But and then it goes wholeheartedly. Yes, it's all right. Take my message to your brother and tell him twice. I'm not going to sing it because I can't think of the tune. Wholeheartedly. Spread the word. Spread the word and try to teach. Hang on. Spread the word. Spread the word and try to teach the man who's hating his brother. Yes, that's what's been happening. When hate won't do. Because they're all the same. Yes, the blood inside of me is inside you. Because we're all the same. We all bleed the same colour. Now tell me, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All the colours of the world. So it's just going, can you feel it? Can you feel it? I'm just reading it out. Yeah, I've talked about Heal the World. He knew. He knew. That's why they got rid of him. Yeah. Oh, I'm just reading it. Every breath you take is something. It's someone's death in another place, another place, another place, another place. Every healing smile is hunger and strive to another child, another child, another child. But the stars, this is what I like, but the stars do shine in promising salvation is near this time, near this time. So I can't see what anyone's saying. Hi. Can you feel it now? So brothers and sisters, show me how. Now tell me, can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All the colours of the world. Do 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 do. I think it just goes on then, doesn't it? So take my message to your brothers and tell him. Take the news to the marching men who are killing their brothers when death won't do. Yes, we're all the same. Yes, the blood inside of me is inside of you because we are all the same. We all bleed the same blood. So you need to check that out and blast that out. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? All the colours of the world. Do 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 do. Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Can you feel it? Positivity. I'm going to do a card. Yes, I've talked about Heal the World. I hope my guy isn't someone with a new account because you sound like somebody, so I hope it's not. Whatever you want it to be. It's about people coming together. Nah, it's me. You sound like somebody I know. Maybe not. Good evening, Q sent me. Hi. I'm going to say, yeah, I've got my Q mug, but I haven't got my Q mug today. Hi, Tapper. I was just saying, Tapper. I came on, I was coming on before. Oh, you better not be. Came on before and I was like, my camera's not working. And I'm like looking at the camera and I'm like, this. No, because you know when you know. I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, this isn't my camera. My son upstairs had swapped cameras in the middle of the night thinking I wouldn't know. I know. You know, I think as well that people are knowing a lot lately, as in, you know. You know, that knowing of like, someone's going to knock on, someone's going to, you just know, and you're like, I knew he took it. He was like, no, swear down, it wasn't. I said, yes, it is, and it was. He had swapped it. Oh, your best self always. Go on. He is a crafty bugger. He thought I didn't know because it's the same camera, but it's the same make, same shape. But I was like, a bit mucky, this camera. This is not the one I had yesterday. I was like, yeah, but it's the same cameraman. Why are you bothered? I went, if it's the same camera, then why have you took it? He said, doesn't make a difference. I said, yes, it does, because mine's brand new and yours isn't. Oh. My guy, you just sound like someone, that's all. Doesn't matter. I'll be joking. Talking about a friend, so when I'm saying it better not be, I thought it better not be him coming in on a different account, you know, pretending to be somebody else. Just come in, that's all. Don't worry about it. I get many people like that where I think, the telescope, yep, boop, boop. Still got to get used to working it out. It's got these little bits you put on and I can't figure out how to put them in, so I do need to go and watch a thing on YouTube so I can see it. But yeah, please check that channel out. What was it? Did I say it was in on 11:11? It was just brilliant, that song. And Can You Feel It by Michael Jackson and Roseanne Barr. So, was a telescope? Yes, the telescope was, well, yeah. I ordered it, but yes, it was. Oh, this camera, I'm like, I don't know which way to go. Yeah. So, yes. Gets a little bit warm outside. Hi, Robin. Hi, everybody who's in. Anxiety fight. So yeah, I just wanted to come on for coffee chat because I've got to do tea. I think I'll be on tonight talking about, if not, it will be tomorrow. So I think I'm on. If I'm not, it just means I've gone a bit tired. But it is about, I didn't get much sleep last night. It is about mindset. So if you don't see me tonight, it'll be tomorrow. But it'll most likely be tonight. Right, my guy, if you want to start bringing that up, do you need a taxi? I've gone through Michael Jackson. What are you trying to bring up there? I'm not talking about that, am I? Already talked about Michael Jackson, and if you know about how Hollywood works with people, not talking about that, am I? We're not bringing that down to negativity. He was a great man with great music. Some people don't believe that because they believe in a lot of stuff mainstream media puts out there. Not what his daughter was saying, it's not what his family said either, so, you know. Yeah, taxi for a little bit. Oh, now this card's just fell out, and as I was just talking about Michael Jackson and the song Can You Feel It, and people coming together, you know, of all, you know, different colours and that, but we're all the same because we bleed blood. We haven't had this. Oh no, we have had this one before. Number 3 is celebrate differences. Bible of life. Sorry, I can't get used to. We all have differences and different ways of thinking, but we're all the same at the end of the day. Even things out there, you know, we're all. Got the affinity sign there, if you can see it. It's sort of number 8 there. Gotta do another one. Very mystical. Yeah, these cards are very mystical. That's why I said I was just, that was me today, you know, walking about looking at plants and moss growing out of an old building and thought, no life can come out of anything, you know, something old and there's something new growing and there's new growth coming, you know, in now with new changes happening, but people get fear-mongered by it and scared, but it happens and it always does. New life always comes in. Thank you. Good evening, Dolly, and goodbye. Yes, I trust the plan. I was just singing that song. Yep, that's why I've calmed down a bit with it. I'm just like, get your popcorn in, folks. Trust the plan. Bye, Johnny. Be good. Johnny, be good. Picking 3 out, so I'm just waiting for another one. You know, because that's how I think when I'm walking about. I'm not thinking about this is the mindset thing again. I'm not thinking about what other people are thinking about, you know, like stressing about stuff. I'm just like, oh, look at those plants growing there. Look at them blossom trees. And, oh, look at that old you know, old building, but there's new life growing out of it. And even though it looks it still sort of looks pretty because all this new life's growing out of it. Probably put a spot of nail varnish on your webcam. I'll let you. I know which one it is because it's slightly a little bit different. But yeah, oh. He thought he'd scam me, but it didn't work. He knows that I know now, you know. I always know. Know what he's like, you know. I know. I've gone a bit off. They think the energy's gone a bit off. Yeah, I said the wrong word there. I was like, But that's how I think when I'm out. You know, I'm more like, oh, look at this growing out the side of the whatever. Permanent market, yeah. Just like I couldn't understand it this morning. I was like, why is this camera not doing what it's meant to be doing, and why is it not set up in this, that and the other? And I was like, oh. I thought, I know. Surprised he's not took that upstairs. Not for looking at stars, you know what I mean? So I hope everyone's having a good start to the day or evening or whatever it is. I don't even know what time it is. Oh, is it that time? I better go and put tea on. I'm just waiting for this card to jump. I don't think of time either. I'm just like, what time is it? Oh, right, yeah. Oh, well. Tight, and it just goes so quick, doesn't it? It's just like, ooh. Ooh. Ah, now this is very good. This is very good because I've been trying to say to a friend lately as well, it's people's understanding on this journey, if you want to call it a journey. Some of my words don't come out the way other people say it, but that doesn't mean it's not the same way, just because I'm trying to explain it different, and everybody's on the same path, but they go about it in different ways and learn different things and take different, what would you say, high crosshatch, different, yeah, exactly, bird watching, different, knowledge and different you know, stuff they want to learn about. And there's nothing wrong with that. We all come to the same point, you know, comes to a point where you don't even need to look at a lot in the end because you already know. But like I said, I like to see what people are saying and the differences of different things, even though they're different, the same, and it's your own path. And that's why I say people have different experiences, different things will come through people differently and they'll express it differently. It doesn't mean anybody's wrong. And people shouldn't be saying, like, when I say, oh, go and check this out, like, if you resonate with it, you resonate with it. It's not like, oh, I did it this way, therefore you didn't do it that way. So it's a bit like, trust your own understanding. Trust your own understanding. Your own understanding is not somebody else's understanding. Though consciously we do have a same understanding like people in here because we're on the same wavelength, and people will resonate and understand what other people are saying, but it's not always in the same words. But it is, hi Bam Bam, it is, trust your own understanding. Sorry, I'm so not used to this camera. Trust your own understanding. Because I was having a bit of a ding dong with a friend yesterday about the dark night of the soul, which I might have to talk about myself. And they were saying you haven't had one, or you can't have two dark nights of the souls. I said, well, I did sort of have two dark nights of the soul. Who are you to tell me that I can't have two dark nights of the soul? You know, when you sort of wake up. I know something I classed as a dark night of the soul a while back was a little one, but it was coming up to this big one of then understanding how the world really works. And I was like, who are you to tell me that I can't have two? But the biggest one was when I woke up to the Q stuff of what, yes, other people know and what's been going on, the horrible stuff. And like I said before, I nearly had a breakdown for 2 weeks. And I'll tell you why it was a dark night of the soul, because my reality broke down, and more than anything, my ego, you know, your false ego. We all have an ego, and you still will have an ego, but it's about bringing it along and bringing it into balance. Everything's about balance. But all that broke away over, like, not that I've always cared what people think, but not caring what people think, not like, you know, like I go to thrift shops and I'm not bothered. All the stuff of like not acting like a sheep and doing everything everyone else does because you're in fear of not looking normal, or, you know, all that sort of stuff. And even looking at myself thinking, oh God, I was buying that from there and this might have contributed to that and blah, blah. And it's depressing. I don't mean I wanted to kill myself, but I just felt like thinking, oh my God, you know, why we all live, or that question again, like, why are we here? It's like, I wasn't in that mindset, but I did go down for 2 weeks, you know, like, I wasn't hardly getting dressed, I wasn't hardly bothered, I was just like, oh, I was like a zombie. I was just like, what is this place we live in? Like, I knew bits of it, but not to the extent of when a big, massive boom came, and I was like, oh my God, smacked me in the face with reality of like all these illusions they put out in front of us. Like, people want to say the Matrix, whatever it is, however people say it, yes, the illusions they put up there, you know, no wonder Hollywood's as big as it is, you know, with all them illusions. But yeah, it was my dark night of the soul, and for someone to tell me it wasn't was like, how do you know? If you've had your reality crushed to the point of like questioning your reality and your world and yourself, yes, it was the dark night of the soul, because everything was just shattered, literally shattered. And then I was thinking about my kids, thinking, oh my God, oh, this, that and the other. But then even looking at other people, hi Nathan, other people in my life that have hurt me, or I've hurt them maybe without knowing, I'm thinking, I've got to forgive myself. And I've also forgot to forgive them, because it's that saying of like, they know not what they do, because in this system you do a lot of things you don't realise you're doing until you have a great awakening and come to truths with stuff, and then you're like, oh my God. You know what I mean? I know most of you will know what I mean, but I was like, don't tell me I haven't had one, and don't tell me you can't have two, because I did sort of have two, because I had two in one where I'd realised a few things about myself a bit back, but that was a bit of reality going. But then obviously when I found out about the big stuff, I was like, wow, I might have another one. There's layers on layers of everything. Everyone thinks they know everything, but really we know like everything and nothing. Layers and layers and layers, do you know what I mean? You think you get to the pinnacle of that system, and there's probably one over that system, and then you're finding out truth again and knowledge and trying to get this information, you know, if anyone gets what I'm saying. How can someone else tell you what is or is not your... Well, that's what I have a problem with, because I was like, I get a bit naughty with this person, even though I probably do it a bit back, but it's like, how can you tell me I haven't had one? I know what I was feeling at that time. I know how devastated I was, and I'm not normally like that. And I was, for me not to get up in the morning as a woman and not want to put my makeup on and not want to do my hair, not in a vain way, because I love makeup, but I'm not one of them who trails it all on, but just didn't want to do anything. Didn't want to see friends. That was another thing. I didn't want to go out. I didn't want to see friends. I couldn't be bothered speaking to anyone, because when you realise there's people out there as well who you just can't vibrate with it. You can't vibrate in the false reality. It's like you're looking at people going, even friends and family, you're like, because even my mum was saying things and I was like, oh my God, mum. It got into arguments with stuff, and everyone's probably come across that feeling if you've took the red pill, you know. You're like, just need to stay away for a bit, and I'm I'm not vibing on this frequency with people because they don't know what's going on. You're looking at them like they think I'm mad, and you're looking at them thinking, but you haven't got a clue, and I can't even speak to you because you think I'm mad. What happened to Brexit no deal? Not really bothered what's happening to Brexit because just the plan and see what happens with that. There is a bit of a plan. What happened to Brexit no deal? Don't know, not been watching. Wait for that one. Catch up with that another time. I think many people will feel the same when the truth will out. Yeah, all we're going to have to help them. Well, that's what they say we were here for, Bernice. The people who know it. You don't have to be a big extent of knowing, but Awake anyway will be helping those people when it breaks out, because they'll be like, if they've heard you saying something, they're going to be like, hang on, didn't you say something about blah 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 blah? And you're like, yeah, you're going to go through a bit of shit now. You're going to go through a bit of waves of cry, angry, then you've got to calm down, then you've got to realise everyone's in the same boat. We've all been through it, all gone through it before, it's not a race. But you'll realise when you realise what the system was that was doing all this, it's not necessarily really our fault, is it, if you've been deceived? And then we begin to help each other. I do believe there's still going to be negative entities, people, whatever, flipping virtual people, whatever people want to call them, reptile, whatever people want to call them, there's still going to be them negative things, but I just believe they'll get left at the wayside. Might sound a bit like, well, we're all in love and all that, yes, but, I think the majority of Earth and wherever want for humanity. That's what I think, And I got told I had no compassion as well, and this person might be watching. I was like, yeah, because I'm getting angry with you. I know I shouldn't be getting angry with you, but you're not seeing. Got to be positive. And I have got compassion. Yes, I can get passive aggressive. The reason is I get passive aggressive because I want good for the world. I want good for everybody in every country, no matter what colour skin you are, religion. I want people to come together. I want children to grow up in a safe place with no fear, because it's all been about fear. I want kids to grow up to be the creators they're meant to be. That's what we all are. I want to see the change. So if I get a bit, it's because it's like banging someone's head on the wall, like, especially if they're just thinking everything's bad and everyone's bad. Yes, there's crappy things that are happened and are still happening. And yes, there are bad presidents. They're not all bad, Tried to get it out there. Someone's helping now. But people just look at everything like, well, it's all bad. What knowledge were you looking at? What were you reading or watching ages ago that's made you put you in fear of? Yes, we knew what Hillary was doing. We knew what other people were doing in different areas, of different things. Doesn't mean everybody. We know about the military. They got in there. It doesn't mean everybody in the military is bad. It's just that there was a lot of them and they didn't know, and this, that, and the other. You can't look at it like everything's bad. Yeah. They're afraid of us, very afraid. They're afraid of the truth. They're afraid of our power. They're afraid of our power to stand up together, to unite. United we stand, divided we fall. That's what it's all about. Careful for the rats. Against us, they know we come from that. Yeah, they know we come from love, like saying love is the biggest thing. But some people think, it's all about being in the... Yeah, it is, but sometimes you have to speak your truth. You have to be like a lioness and have a bit of a roar. You have to be like a lion and have a bit of a roar. That has to come out sometimes, because we've just sat back and gone, it's all right, I'm just turning a blind eye, I watch them films, yeah, well, that's not real, is it? You know what I mean? You have to have that bit of oomph behind you, with a bit of, I can't really say anger, but like a fighting spirit. You have to have a bit of a fighting spirit. It's not bad to have a fighting spirit. I'm not going out being violent, but I can get a bit like, you don't understand. We can all get a bit like that. I know you have to be careful with the words you say. Don't forget, there was a lot of stuff pumped out in spirituality that tried to do things to make you sort of be all in la la la, like you're not going to stand up and fight. Well, like I said, you can't go to the spiritual without dragging your physical self and that side with it. So you have to be balanced in both. You have to be balanced in the physical world with the spiritual. You have to be balanced in the spiritual with the physical. We both work together because we still reside here with Mother Earth on here. So it's about balance. And I don't get people who don't understand that, like, oh, it's all right, we can jump here and jump and try and fast track to spirituality, you know, which is consciousness, which is awareness, that's what it is, frequency. When my physical self hasn't woke up to it, bring it along. You know, does anyone get that? I know what I mean, but sometimes, like I always say, I don't know if you know what I mean. People go, yeah, we do, and I'm like, well, I don't always come out with the right words, because like I said, I don't really work with words that way. It doesn't mean because I've said a certain word different to somebody else that it's, you know, there's all these words thrown out there about ascension, about the matrix, about the different, what they call dimensions we're living in, this, that and the other, and you know, it sort of all means the same thing, but people get triggered by the words. Yeah, thank you, Miss Q. I know you get me, you know, the words, you know, like, words are just words. The people will stand for it. Something will happen if we don't leave. Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. I reckon if we don't, there will be civil war, and it'll be in places like London and like the city centres, like they've done in Paris, because those people at the top who might not know what's going on, these elites need to understand, we the people will not stand for it. We the people will not stand for it. You know, I don't think it'll be a thing that lasts for a long time, but they are going to find out that we the people will not stand for it. So I'm just saying, we'll just see what happens, you know. You know. Time to break the charity. Looks like I'm lost without my emojis, so Julie my go-to when on the tip. But yeah, I know. Thank you, Fifth. So yeah, it's just there will be a bit of civilness, warness, sort of a little bit. It's not proper war, you know. You don't hear of any wars now at the minute because people are standing up. You know, people are doing different things in different areas, like marching, believing they're doing what they're doing for certain stuff. Civil wars have already happened over other sides, you know, Paris and everything, if you've seen that going on at the minute. But it's because people are not standing for it anymore. So people do it peacefully. I mean, they want us to kick off. That's why, was it Martin Luther King and that, when they did all it, they did it civilly. You know, it wasn't violence. That's what people have got to realise. It shouldn't be violent, but look at the ones who are being violent. Over in Paris, the police and stuff, some of the riot police, and that, we know what's going on. They're trying to make people kick off of each other. They want us to do their job, which is to hurt people and kill people. They want us to get violent, and it's not about getting violent. Yes, you can be angry. We're all angry. I'm angry about stuff that I know that has gone on in the past and still been going on, and that's why we want it stopped. But it doesn't mean you have to be violent, not unless it came down to it for protection. Do you know what I mean? But apart from that, you put it way better than I ever can. I love this way you put it. Right. Oh, thank you, Fifth. I don't know. I just sometimes I come on and I don't know what I'm going to say, and then I think, does anyone get what I'm saying? Because I'm not very good at. Well, I say I'm not very good, and I know you lot understand, but I don't think I'm very good at getting stuff out. I just sort of say what's in here, you know, and how I see it, and stuff, sort of thing. So, stated to a friend 2 years ago, London will burn over breakfast. That was going in Paris, and I tell you what, remember the 5th of November, when bonfire comes up this year. No one should be putting Guy Fawkes on the bonfire, because they had the right idea, didn't he? When I was younger, you don't really, oh yeah, ooh, what was he trying to do? Nobody wants to be doing that with Guy Fawkes. I think we need to put a crown on his head, that's all I can say. Thank you, JP. You know, it's time for a change. It definitely is a big change. It has to be done peacefully. Yeah. What if they shoot? That's the only. They did shoot rubber bullets in Paris. That's what I'm saying. That's why they didn't want you to have any guns. That's why they don't want countries to have guns. That's why in New Zealand they don't want them to have guns, because the elites were going down there, because how can you protect yourself? Thank you, Fifth. I mean, I listen to stuff, but I have to take stuff in and then just think, well, you know, I'm so glad I found your page, Dolly, really. I would maybe not be thinking about it all, but that's a good thing. It is a good thing. It's just about people being aware, you know. It's all about awareness. Parasites on purpose will throw their gangster. Yeah, they will. Gangsters in front of the yellow vest. Yeah, they will. Say they're violent. Yeah, because we all know that happens. It happens with Tommy. It happens on the Brexit market. It's Antifa. They say Antifa's, you know, the Brexiteers. Antifa's the Tommy Robinson supporters. No, it's not. Supported from Soros and all them sort of people. And then they put that on the news for the sheeple at home to watch, and then they believe it. And that's what they do. We need to be putting Hillary and... Yeah, definitely. Well, we'll see what happens there. You can go back to the French Revolution. Exactly, yeah. We've done it before. We've you know, it's repeating itself, but this time it's got to be something different so it stays changed and not, oh, we're having this revolution, but really, like, because that's what some people think, you know, like with Trump as well, we're having this revolution. Really, it's just the same thing, and we'll just let the people think they're winning for a little bit, but then we'll sneakily take over again. No, this time, I believe it's it is the change that's coming of proper change, not fake change with fake news, bullshit news, you know, like Trump said. Yeah, you know, with the Russian collusion, 3 years. Oh, Dolly, congratulations on your telescope. Yeah, thank you. That side. Yep, their choice, they will go along. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's people that are going to go to marches and stuff and they're going to get violent because there's some people out there that are like that, which isn't good. But it probably will be broadcasted, but if it's broadcasted by lamestream media, it won't be real, will it? It'll be what they want to take it of, you know, like Antifa or whatever. But getting a cold. Oh, it's hay fever, I'm not sure. Yeah, because that's why I think when planets come in, people don't believe in that. I do believe that when certain planets move in, lining up or whatever, the planets, the energies make us to work like revolution or anger, or, you know, if anyone gets what I'm saying, I know LA Taylor does. The energies of that is connected to us, make us, you know, if like one planet's for like the golden age and truth coming in, that's what happens. I believe that anyway. Trees shedding, wet winter here too. So, all talking about trees, my next door neighbour, I've got to go in a minute and put tea on. My next door neighbour came round and went, we're cutting the tree down. I was like, the tree that my mum wanted cut down that I didn't really want to cut down, but it's not in my garden, and it's gone. But the only good thing is, not that it's good that the tree's been cut down, because I'm pretty sad about that, even though I did save a branch, you know, that bit I've got stuck in there, is it was blocking off a lot of sunlight. But I was like, ooh. Only the unconscious ones will get violent. Yeah, exactly. It's called mob rule. The others will get violent and paid thugs. Yeah, they pay the thugs, and the ones who are unconscious will, because they don't know they don't understand. Yeah, I'm allergic. I got my first date today in 8 years. Yay! Go crosshatch. He's a really nice, bubbly person. Good, that's what you need. You need someone who's bubbly, someone who's positive. You know. Sorry, I'm just trying to look at crosshatch. He's dead. Was it dead, diseased? No, it was new. I was a bit upset about it, but I was like, Truly is all about, everything's about awareness. Oh, hang on. It truly is all about awareness. We can start breaking away from the programming exactly of the firm. Programming can end and can be replaced with new programming, new joyous. This is what I'm talking about. When you say spirituality really means awareness. About being aware of what's going on. Being aware, finding the truth, nothing wrong with finding the truth, going and looking at loads of things on YouTube, you know, people go within yourself, you shouldn't be looking at this and that and the other. Well, I like to gather information, even if some of it's put out there to deceive, bits of bits of lies and truths, and some sounds whack and some sounds like you'll all come to it in the end anyway. But it is basically awareness, and all the old programming is coming down, and it is being replaced with something new, where things will end up being better and work for us and work for our Mother Earth, because it's been out of balance for a long time. And if that's one thing you can agree on, if anyone's new here, is it's been out of balance. You've thought this isn't right, like what's going on with the celebrities and this and that. Like, why are they doing this or that? What's happening with this? It's been out of whack, and nothing works when it's not in balance. They knew this time would come, because it's been so out of balance. It does not work. So Venus is also known as a great awakener. Well, there you go. Yeah, because obviously it has to bring them energies for people to revolt and wake up and be aware of the truth. Like my friend said the other day, you keep going on about that picture of the let me see if I can find it. Everybody around the whole world has the same ascension. It's say that as well. You know this picture that I show a lot in the alchemy book? Oh, you think it's this, that and the other. I said, I think it's a lot of things. This picture, this is an old like medieval picture. This one, sorry, I can't get used to this camera. Oh. This picture, oh, I can't stand it, Tapper. I can't. Oh, this one. Right, this one. Yeah. With him looking beyond the veil on the other side, because I can't even point to it. What's this? Yes, this is the material veil. And my friend was like, it's material. I said, yes, I know. I've said it's the veil. But what's through the veil? What do you see when you go through the veil? Yes, it is the material. Yeah, people say they don't, but the other thing beyond that is he's looking through the material veil, our illusion, through to what's beyond it. What is beyond it? And I was like, yes, because we're all waking up to the fact that the material, in a sense, the material world is not what we are. But also, there is something beyond that veil above. There are. To me, it's both. It's the physical and the spiritual. We're going from, we're looking through the material veil, because that's the physical, to the spiritual. The stuff out there that we can't see on a frequency, that's there, and energies that move us and stuff, that'd be on that veil, if anyone gets what I'm saying. I can never explain it properly. Well, like it says on here, the pilgrim breaks through the veil of material. Yeah, the material world. This is the material world. Where we are now, the 3D is the material world, of which even the visible stars are a part, and perceives the glorious workings of the heavens. Perceives the glorious workings of the heavens. It is breaking through the material, the bullcrap, the illusions that they've put up where we are now. Breaking that down, because once you've realised that it is not what we are to be all up in the material, what's beyond it, what is beyond it? That's what's coming out. And that's what people are going to have to get used to. This world is not what you think it is. I'm back. Just because I don't explain that right in a proper way that some people would say it is, they think, oh, you're not talking about it right. It's like, the thing is, I know me. I know what I mean inside me. It might not come out properly, but I know in me, within me, is my truth. I know me. Doesn't matter what people say, like, oh, you're not this, you're not that. Say what you want. I know myself. I know who I am at the end of the day. I know the things that I want for humanity are genuine. So anyone can say what they want. What is the name of your cards Rachel wanted? Yeah, she's ordered them. I think they are Nature's Whispers Oracle cards. I think she's ordered them. Of course, it's about breaking down the material world. What's beyond it? You know? Well, are you seeing those people who sculpted books and books? I don't know. Anyway, I'm going to go and do tea, so I might be back in a bit. If I'm not back in a bit, then it'll be tomorrow because I've been on, so it might be tomorrow, but just check out round about 9 o'clock. If I'm not on, it'll be tomorrow. So I'm going to go get me tea, do my son's tea, and yeah, hope you sort of understood what I was saying. So if you didn't see who I was shouting out before, and that the Q song, you need to go and check that out. Thank you. Which was, I'll just say it again, which I think it was a non-1111, was it? While I'm doing your tea in a minute. Was have a happy recharge rest. Yeah, I need a rest actually, so I might not be on tonight. I don't know. If I'm not, it'll be tomorrow, but it will be a chat about I might leave it for tomorrow. I think I will because I've been on now. I'll come on tomorrow and I'll do the chat about what was it I was doing? Mindset, positive mindset. Yeah, The Great Awakening it's called, and the channel is a non-1111. You need to check that song out because it was brilliant. So thanks Dolly and everyone. Hope your date goes well. Cross it. Yeah, hope your date goes well. Things get lost in translation. That's the things people interpret without understanding context. Lots with face to face. That's what I think. I think even when you're talking on the phone, in a text on the phone, you get more when you're talking face to face because you've got people's facial expressions. So someone can say something out of the mouth, but looking at the body language and other stuff, you can see it's different. That's why I have a problem with stuff like that. A great weekend. You too. Thank you all. Synchronicities yesterday, 11:11. Yeah, I've been having that again. It will be the way it's intended. So I'm gonna go. Love you all. Enjoy, and I shall see you soon. I'm gonna end the stream, hopefully. And love you all in chat too. You all great, fantastic. You're welcome. Is it Amanda Panda 69? So I'll probably catch you tomorrow and we'll have a chat about positive mindset, because I think this is the thing people are gonna need to get into for stuff that's coming. So I shall see you soon. Yeah, where we go on, we go all. Bye. Let's see if I can end this stream. Where's the button?